Hi, everybody. Al Bernstein here with another one of our boxing hangouts. And this one's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to talk about a very special event that will benefit charity and provide lots of fun for boxing fans in the Tulsa area. First, before we get to our topic of the day, let me bring our producer of the boxing hangouts, Dan Parks, in. And Dan, we like to do these hangouts about various kinds of topics, but our favorite is when there's a fun event and also when somebody's doing something to help charity.
Absolutely, Al. This is a great cause, a great night. They're doing a couple of innovative things here, which I think is also very cool. And you've also got some of the legends of boxing who are going to be here tonight, including you.
Oh, you're so kind. I'm a legend in my own mind. We're going to talk about a great evening, and you put it very well. And the evening we're talking about, in fact, is going to be held by this man, Chico Sherwood, who is the president and CEO of the TULSA Celebrity Fight Night, which is going to be on April 23rd in Tulsa at the River Spirit Casino. And Chico, we want to welcome you to the Boxing Hangouts.
Thank you for having me, Al.
I'm very happy that I'm going to be able to come to this event. I've come down to Tulsa for fight nights for a number of years, and now under your guidance, I think the event's going to blossom and be even better than it has been in the past. And first, let me ask you, you've made a partnership here with the River Spirit Casino, which is a fine casino down there. Tell us a little bit about how that took shape.
Well, working with the Muskogee Creek Nation, and it's a great thing. Most of the fight nights are typically held in a banquet hall at a hotel, and so we decided to do it in an event center, and so we're going to have it there for this year and next year, and then on the third year, in 2017, Margaritaville will be built, and then it'll be in the state-of-the-art event center there.
Oh, that's great. And it does add a little extra spice to it. Now, this is an annual event in which it's black tie boxing. There's people are all dressed up, smoking cigars, eating steaks, watching boxing. You know what men like to do. and it's really a fun, great event. And one of the things that makes it so fun, of course, are the fact that the guest list is always great, it's always exciting, and this one is no exception. Let's take a look at some of the folks who are going to be on hand at the River Spirit Casino and will be visiting with the fans, signing autographs, and doing and really having a great time there. There are great fighters, champions like Riddick Bowe, Ray Mercer. The ring announcer is going to be the lovely Amy Hayes, who has been the ring announcer for many, many years. I'm going to be on hand to MC the event. And we've got a lot of great champions there. Chico, you deal with a lot of events where you have legends of boxing coming to visit people. What is it about the boxers and the interaction with the fans that's so special?
It's just seeing them on a personal basis. The fans have always seen them in the ring where they're up there, true gladiators. And then whenever they're interacting with the people, they get to see that they're just regular people. They're a lot of fun, and that all the guys I work with, they really enjoy their fans, and makes it real special for them to sit around and talk.
One of the people will be there. One of the people would be there, Ernie Shavers, who of course was a fearsome fighter, one of the most powerful heavyweights of all time. And I think when people get around him especially, Ernie is just the nicest human being you could ever be around. He has this soft-spoken demeanor. He's great with people, and it speaks to what you're saying. Ernie's maybe the classic example of that, isn't he?
Absolutely, and they got so many stories.
Yeah, oh boy, do they ever! And that's one of the fun things for the folks that come out to the fight night in Tulsa. You're going to get a chance to interact with all these legends, and they sign everything. You get a chance to schmooze. It's really great. I mean, it's one of the highlights of my year to come out there and visit with the fans in Oklahoma. Now, the event is, as we said, a charity event, of course, and lots of money is raised every single year. And this year, the Make-A-Wish Foundation is the recipient of all these funds. That is a terrific organization. And how did that come about, where they became the main recipient of the funds?
Actually, Al, what we're doing, we set it up a little different than most fight nights. We're going to have Make-A-Wish Oklahoma be the recipient every year.
Oh, great.
So, you know, from now on, they're going to be the recipient. And Jeff Summers, he's a super nice guy. He's the president and CEO of Make-A-Wish Oklahoma. And we met a few years ago, and we just started talking about putting something together. And, you know, it took a couple of years to get it all set in place, to get it to where it was where we want it to be to start out.
Hard to find a better organization that's more deserving of funds. Certainly, it's a wonderful organization, and they do, in fact, make wishes come true for people, and it's really grand. Now, when people come to the Tulsa Fight Night, of course, they're also going to see boxing, and but not just boxing. In this instance, you're going to have some MMA fights as well. So, kind of a merging of the two. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Del Apollo Cook is one of my board directors, and he's in charge of all the fights. And so that was one of the things I thought, well, you know, they've typically always been boxing. It'd be nice to mix in some MMA also. Mm-hmm. So we're actually doing 4 professional boxing bouts, 2 MMA, and 1 kickboxing bout.
Oh, very good. Yeah, kickboxing, too. You know, it's funny. I announced a kickboxing show about a year ago with the great Ray Sefo, who's one of the great kickboxers of all time and combat artists. And that's really an interesting sport, one that I think doesn't always get its due, but and that one, of course, you know, lends itself to the boxing ring as well. So there'll be boxing there. People are going to be able to hang out with all the legends and chat with them. We mentioned Ernie Shavers and Riddick Bowe, Ray Mercer. Who else is coming on board that you'd like to mention at the event?
Oh, man, it's a who's who. We got Layman Brewster. We got Buddy McGirt. And,
great trainer, yes.
Yep. And see, who else is?
Well, that's a great group. James Quick Tillis, I believe, will be there as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Former challenger for the heavyweight title, who shares something in common with me. James is a really good cowboy. He's a good rider, good hand, and he and I share cowboy stories all the time from our riding days. But for the people watching, all of these fighters, and I've been around also Jerry Cooney. I can't forget Jerry Cooney, who is one of the most gracious and fun guys you can have at any of these events, isn't he?
Oh, he is. He knows how to work the crowd, and he's fun to talk to, you know.
He really is. He really is.
I talked to him the other day, and he's like, okay, Chico, when I get there, me and you, we're going 3 rounds, right? Absolutely. I said, I've been working out. You better be ready.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, if you do go 3 rounds with Cooney, let's see. You better keep your right hand up because he's got that good left hook, so he'll bring that punch for sure. So it's April 23rd at the River Spirit Casino, and you've really, I think, revitalized this event and done a lot of great work for it, Chico. So I want to congratulate you on that, and tell people that if you're in the Tulsa area, you want to come by, you want to get tickets, you can go on we have all the information to go to the website, to call. There's still some tickets available, correct?
That's correct, and some tables.
And some tables, and it will go to a great cause in the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I can't wait to come there. And you've even pressed me into service to sing the national anthem, have you not?
Yes, that's correct, and I cannot wait to hear you sing. I heard you.
All right, so I'm working with my now, you know, I've done a lot of musical shows, but my wife, who's been a professional performer for 30 years, she's been working with me on the anthem. She's a tough taskmaster. You know, I remember as an amateur boxer thinking that those trainers were tough, but nothing like my wife, you know. So I will be ready.
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
it's going to be a great evening, and we want everyone in that Tulsa area to support this and come on out. I can't wait to be there to visit with all the fans and have a good time. And I will tell you that nothing is as much fun as visiting with all these boxing legends and getting them to sign things. And then meanwhile, there's great boxing action as well. So it should be a lot of fun. And Chico, again, you're to be commended for your efforts in really making this event special.
Thank you so much, Al.
That'll do it for this Boxing Hangout.